Hello everyone. This is the practical session where we are going to see the local date class in Java. So in Java 1.8, they have introduced many features related to date and time, and one of the main feature is local date. So local date is a class which was given by Java, which is like a final class, which is mainly to get only the date without time. So if I want to get only the date to do any operations, right, in my actual program, then I don't need time, right? So in that case, I can go for local date. So basically, I have written some of the methods already here, and let me go and execute this program. And I want to go from the output so that you guys will understand in and out of it. So let's say if I want to get the current local date, right? So what I can do here is local date dot now. So local date, as I mentioned, it is a final class. And if you guys see here, like the Java Oracle document says, like local date is a final class since JDK 1.8, isn't it? And now if I click on this now method, this now method is actually returning like clock dot system default zone. So wherever your program is running, let's say your service running in some whatever the zone it is, right? So based on that, it is going to give back the local time. That is how it is printing the current time. If you guys see here, the current local time without time, sorry, current local date without time is 2022-01-17. Today is January 17, so I'm getting that, right? And similarly, you can also customize it with the help of off method. So basically what you can do here is you can pass the parameters of off. If you see this method off, right, you can pass integer year, integer month, and integer day of the month. Which day of the month, which month, and which year. If you pass this one, it is going to return back the local date object, because if you click on dot, right, you can able to see all the methods which are available in the local date class, right? So that you can get the day of the month, day of the year, month, year, anything like that, right? So that is the reason you can able to see when I print like this, right? So I can able to see 2022-01-016, sorry, 116, right? And the other way of doing is if I have a string, let's say I don't have to pass it, right? So if I want to convert a string of date into a local date object, then I can simply say parse method. That is also converting this into an object, local date object. And then if you want to get adding some operations to the date, right? Let's say if you want to get the tomorrow or yesterday like that, right? So then you can have a method called plus days where you can say one, right? So when you click on the dot and then control space bar, you will see all the list of methods, right? If you want to say plus days, plus months, plus weeks, plus years, right? So you can do that, right? Tomorrow, next week, like that. And similarly, if you want to do with like minus, right? So whenever you say minus, it means like you are actually subtracting it. Like yesterday, if you guys see here, so in the minus you can say that number of days or number of months or number of weeks. So what you can do here is you can pass days, decades, era, forever, half day, offers, anything we can do it here, and that will be minus. So since I want to get the previous month the same day, so I'm just printing it here. If you guys see here, previous month the same day is nothing but 2021 12 17, isn't it? So the last year, right? 2021 12, which is December 17. So it is so much genius or intelligent to understand what was the previous year and what was the previous month, what was the previous date, everything, right? And there's so much enhanced in Java 1.8. And if you guys see here, like if you want to know whether the current year is a leap year or not, so local date dot now dot is a leap year, right? So this leap year is going to tell us like whether true or false. If it is leap year, it is going to turn true. Otherwise, it is going to turn false. So since 2022 is not a leap year, so it is returning false. And also, if I want to check, right, whether this date is before the date or not, right? So what I can do here is local date dot parse, right? So I can give some text so that it will be converted into a local data object, and then on that object I have a method called is before and then is after. So is before means it is going to check whether this particular 12 is before the 11, right? So it is false, right? Because 12 is not before 11. And also is after, right? So here after, like is saying like 12 is after 11, yes. So it is returning true. So this is how like the local date class has been created by Oracle Java developers, and definitely will be using in the real-time programming whenever you deal with writing the logs and where you want to print like what is the current date and time, and when the logs are getting generated or roll over the logs, or even for any kind of data comparison, right? You need to use the date and time. So definitely whenever you have a requirement to use the date, so when you're in Java 1.8, so don't forget to use this local date class where you have n number of methods, and we have seen like high level of all the most of the highly used methods here. I hope you guys have understood this concept. I strongly recommend you guys to write the same code in your Eclipse and see how it goes. And if you guys have any questions, please post your comments. I'll be more than happy to assist you guys. Thank you guys. Bye bye.